Morning, my lovers. Right, this is the day of the geophysics. Look, the archaeologist is here, and there he is over there doing his thing with his magnetometer. Right, put your hand out then.
Where did you think the road was? You see it was coming through that way?
Coming from the corner of the hedge over there,
That
right across to that corner.
Oh, there, just there.
But this is what I found recently.
What, in here?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, we put it in the light, I can see it.
It looks like a person sitting down, but you can definitely see a head.
Yeah, it's an earlier coin as well. So, looks like you've got a bearded. Is it a beard?
Someone said it was Platus or Platy or no, I can't remember pronounce the word, but
not sure. You're on that side.
163, I think someone said. Like,
yeah, I would certainly put it in around the sort of 2nd century from the thickness and the design. It looks like it's some kind of deity on the back, doesn't it? Just sort of.
Yeah, looks like someone sitting down.
Yeah, certainly facing to the right. It should be reasonably identifiable, actually. In terms of looking through that period. But yeah, certainly I reckon around the 2nd century. Lead weight.
Well, I've seen similar beads, lead beads.
Yeah,
because it's worn on where the sides are. Like maybe it might have been together with other ones.
Yeah.
So it's worn flat on each side.
Yeah. Yep.
But that is weird because I thought it was a bead first of all, but it's broken there, but it's smooth there.
Yes, it almost looks like a sort of. It's not shale, but
it's definitely metal.
It's come out as metal, is it? Yeah. Looks like it's been some kind of.
It's been handled because it's like nice and smooth.
Maybe some kind of personal jewellery, personal ornamentation in that respect. Yeah, it's metal. It's an interesting metal.
Yeah, first thought, I thought that's not metal. No, I put it over the machine. It's definitely.
I thought that'd be stone. My first thought was slate. Oh no, not sure it was shale. Then no, it's a polished stone. But and
that thing, and see it. The sides they're flat here and here, and you can see it's been hammered and it's bulged up, and it's definitely been worked and it's been filed that shape.
Yeah. Is
it an oar? They call them oars. They put them in a wooden handle and use them to poke things.
An awl, as such. Yeah. It's almost if it is some kind of tool, isn't it?
Yeah.
But quite a crude tool. And that's come from this field as well, is it?
The other ones I've looked at were Bronze Age.
Yeah. Yeah,
it looks like it's been hammered because it's gone flat on the tip.
Yeah, and this has been maybe it's been used as a punch, isn't it? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a punch for some kind of decorating. Even if it's even for leather work.
It's got an odd sort of cut groove across it as well.
Yeah, it may well be some kind of tool. That kind of work. Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting.
But all those were found sort of like, apart from the coin, all those were found sort of along the Roman road.
Right.
If it is one.
Yeah, and the coin was up here, and you found another coin up here as well. Was that older as well?
Yeah, that was a bit, I think it was a bit thinner, that coin, so it was a bit later.
Yeah, because that's definitely quite a chunky beast, isn't it?
But
it shows there's something around here. Can't quite make out the writing on the reverse, can we?
The only thing I'm a bit worried about is the ridge and furrow could have destroyed anything here.
Well, the ridge and furrow could mask the geophysics as well. Obviously, that's the first thing you'll pick up with the magnetics. Is all this ridge and furrow. So yeah, ridge and furrow is sometimes a problem, and it's quite pronounced in places, isn't it? I've had to recalibrate the machine twice because of the ridge and furrow. But we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get some glimpses of something.
Right,
we're hoping to get this. The top part of this supposed rectangle that was up here on that one in.
Have you been able to identify the coin?
Someone said you can see a head there.
Yeah, you can, can't you? Is it quite an early one? It's a thick one.
I think that's a bead, not a fishing weight.
Is it lead?
Yeah.
It's quite heavy, isn't it?
It might be a weight of some description, mightn't it?
Could be a bead because it's flat on the sides where the hole is, where it might have been wearing against others.
Well, they might have used it as a weight. to
Well,
measure
I'm
stone.
stumped on that thing. I thought that was a bead first of all, but if you look at the the ends, see it's rounded there like,
Yeah.
and broken there,
It is, isn't it?
which is odd.
And do you know what material these are made from?
Well, it's some sort of copper alloy.
Yeah.
But I think that's an AWL ore.
Or
It's
I
used
don't
for
know.
punching things.
I think that's been used for rubbing something.
Yeah, it's very smooth, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you look, there's
It has got. It's almost like a.
it's been filed, and there's a flat edge there,
Yeah.
and a corresponding flat edge there,
Yeah.
and it's been punched because you can see where it's bulged up.
It might have been used, for smoothing something.
So, did you find all these over the weekend?
Yeah, that one was last week,
Yep.
and this one was. These three were yesterday.
Monday. This is all. It almost looks like a flint, if you see what I mean. That's how you would see if you saw worked flint.
Yeah, I think it's Bronze Age, because I've found similar other ones, and
This
it's
as
used as a
well.
tool to punch things.
Punch.
Like
but
a
I
punch.
would have thought if that was an awl, that would be a lot sharper.
Yeah, that's the only thing it was.
Yeah. I mean, I think this very smooth edge, it could be that they were using it to like a
Yeah.
polishing stone
Yeah.
on something, which they used to do a lot.
Beautiful. Has Tony seen them?
Yeah.
What did he reckon?
Well, obviously that's first to second
Is it?
century.
Yeah.
He reckons it might be Bronze Age, some sort of punchy type
Wow.
thing. He thought that was a fishing weight, but
Yeah, it could be.
I've seen other ones on the database which
Yeah.
look exactly the same, they're classed as beads.
Beads.
But lead is an unusual material,
Yeah.
isn't it, for beads?
And-
You'd know you were wearing it if you had that round your neck, wouldn't you? If
Yeah.
you held it. It's very heavy.
Oh, I meant to send you an email. We went to the National Museum of Ireland, and there was this display, and I said to Clive, I don't remember seeing that before. And in it were 4 coils, like that, 4, like that big, and in a gold-coloured metal, right? I thought, well, they're bracelets. And then I read the write-up. They were solid gold.
Ooh.
They weighed, wait for this, the 4 of them together weighed 4 kilograms. And they were found in Ireland this year. And it was like, what?
Well, I brought my metal detector today, so I'm going to do a bit of detecting whilst he's doing his thing. I can't really do much when can't hold the tapes or do the tapes or anything because it's a magnetometer and they just walk along a lot. A lot easier than with my machine. But those machines cost about £10,000, which is a bit out of my price range. Right, so I'm going to do a bit of detecting and we're going to see what I can find. Cheers! Oh, look at this signal I got here. Can you see the screen? Sun's a bit bright today. That's better. It's back there somewhere. Looking interesting. I'm not sure what it is. Not sure it's a coin because it's not that clear. Where's it to? Is it on? Yeah. It's a bit weird. Right, perhaps it was underground what I was getting. Found it. Oh, it's a something. Ooh, what's that then? It's got these little ridges on it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think that's a bit of shrapnel. It's got that colour. Yeah, I think that's shrapnel from the war. Anti-aircraft guns were stationed here during the war. There was in my hometown there was a big factory, and they made gun turrets for Lancaster bombers, and it was a target, and it got bombed twice. I think it got bombed. Daytime bombing, daylight bombing, and 92 people were killed. That's the only action we saw during the war, because we're out in the sticks here, right? Right, on to the next. Oh, I found something, my lovers, and I can see it. It's right there. Oh, it's a button, I think. And it's got something on it. Has it got an anchor? Yes, it's got an anchor. I think. Has it got an anchor? Don't know. Right, I'm going to have to clean this up. It's a bit encrusted with dirt. I've got some gold today. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of gold. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's got an anchor on it. It's a little button. Back in the day, people been wearing army surplus clothing for working in, labouring in the fields and stuff for hundreds of years. I'm still wearing it now, look. Bit of army surplus. So yeah, nice little naval button.
If ever you're on a dig, you should always ask the supervisor if you can brush.
Oh.
Because some archaeologists hate it.
Look at that there, my lovers. And look at this. This is old pottery there, I think. I think it's old. It looks quite thick though, so I'm not sure. We've got some good looking stuff here, Tone.
Got a patterned bit of pot.
And that's it.
It's crushed on. It's on that surface, isn't it? At the moment, whatever we see at that surface. Yeah, that's nice. It's dateable.
Oh, look at this here, my lovers. Look, we got a surface. It could be a pavement for a Roman road, or outside a chicken shed or something. We've got a really old bit of pottery here, right next to a not so old bit. Oh, what's that then? A Bronze Age axe head? That'd be nice. It's quite big, whatever it is. Oh, I think I can see something, my lovers. Oh. Well, I was right about it being in bronze, but it looks quite modern. Got a nice screw thread on there. It's the top of a can, oil can or something. Ugh. I thought that was going to be something really nice. Oh, when I saw that glint, my lovers, I had a heart attack. But no, it's a pesky button. Oh, it's all that glinting in the sunlight. I thought I had a whacking good big hammy. Ugh, right, on to the next.
Quite sturdy, that piece of pot.
It is, isn't it?
Interesting, unusual design on it.
It has. Oh, things interesting here actually.
God, look at this signal I got here. Right in the top corner. I hope it's another one of them tap things. Oh, I got it out, my lovers. Here it is. I think it's just a bit of copper pipe because it's got sharp edges. If that was a ring, the edges would be a lot. See that sharp edge in there? It wouldn't be that sharp. Look at this coin that's just come up, my lovers. Onto the next. Let's hope it's a good big fat Roman. Oh, it's pretty fat. Oh no, I think it's a cartwheel penny. You know, some metal detectors search all their lives looking for a cartwheel penny, and I seem to find them quite regularly. Ugh. Ooh. George is not doing so well. Oh, there he is. Just there. Yeah, I'm yet to find one in mint condition. Lovely. Cartwheel penny. Oh, that's it, me lovers. I'm heading off home. Hopefully when I get back, would have sent me the geophys, and there'll be a picture of a huge Roman villa right across this land. Yes, that'd be nice. Or some sort of buildings or whatever. But he's going to do the whole field with the magnetometer. It must be 100 grids he's going to do. He's already done about 20 grids today, and tomorrow he's thinking about coming in tomorrow, but the weather's looking really dicey. So whenever he can fit us back in, he's going to come back and continue geophysing the field. When we dug the hole down, when we dug the test pit, it was full of pottery, Roman pottery, and medieval pottery and all sorts of stuff. And there was loads of bone in there. You know, we had about 20 bits of bone in it. He said it was most unusual. And right at the end, I dug a sondage right down in the corner, and I came up a piece of limestone, and it looked like flooring, like floor stone, because it was polished smooth on one side. And I think that might have been the floor the Romans actually walked on. So there could be, where we were digging, the villa could be just there, but we don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out. Or we could have completely missed it today. When he comes back and the geophys is somewhere else, it might be over there, it might be over there, it could be anywhere. These things just, there's no rhyme or reason, they just pop up anywhere. You see these ridge and furrows just there? Well, here's the geophysics. Now, what you're looking at is the geophysics. Each one of these squares, you see the little squares, is 20 metres by 20 metres. So there's about 25 squares here, 25 and a half, something like that. And we've definitely got Roman archaeology coming up. Now this field is vast. This is 1 day's worth of geophysics. So it's going to probably take about 10 days to do the whole field. Now as you can see here, we've got a ditch and what looks like a blob on the side of the ditch, orientated north-south. Well, the Romans, later on in the empire's days, like as it sort of went from 0 to, no, was it 42 AD to 400 and something AD? Well, they used to bury their dead in ditches. I don't think they just used to just chuck them in, being lazy like. I think they just used to use, for some reason they would bury them in the ditch. A bit different to what we probably do nowadays. And they've got this lovely looking square feature on the edge of this ditch. So I'm thinking that that might be a burial, Roman burial. Now here you can see what's called a double ditch enclosure. And we're right on the corner, so the actual main part of it's going to be over here somewhere. So hopefully when he comes back, he's going to start geophysics this bit, you know, a bit further down. A big blob there, could be a bit of rubbish pit, could be full of, you know, like the Victorian rubbish pits full of bottles, that could be full of like Roman bottles, well, pots. So I'm waiting to see the man, the geophysics man, on Monday, because he's coming back on Monday, and we're gonna all stand round his bonnet of his 4x4, and we're going to discuss the geophysics. And then the next day, or the next video I come out with, I might have another plot to show you. But you can clearly see the ridge and furrow going across, which was annoying, upsetting his magnetometer. So yep, we've definitely got Roman archaeology, and we're definitely going to find stuff in the future. I'm heading off home. Oh, sun's gone down, and no doubt I might have a jar of ale later. Cheers!
And gently drops the rain. I have never had but one true love. In greenwood he lies slain.